There's nothing on this entire website that we call YouTube that I find more pathetic than gamer bros who get triggered about any type of positive like representation in games. It's very common. You know, you have your geeks and gamers, your no bullshits, your quarterings. There's a fucking sea of them that I can't come up with the names of right now, and I'm sure you guys in chat can list just as many as I can, if not more. And today, we have a video by someone who is totally not triggered about women in video games. His YouTube channel name is Yellow Flash 2, and his video is called Sony Tries Selling Doom Eternal with Virtue Signaling, Hilariously Backfires. This video has 94,000 views. This channel has 125,000 subscribers. It's almost like this type of content sells like hotcakes. Let's get right into it.
Our time has come.
The video is very short too, so I'm not gonna like speed it up or anything. We should be able to watch the whole thing.
For 300 years, we prepared. We grew stronger. While
Is this his
you
intro?
rested in your cradle of power.
Is this his intro?
Play it. I was a really big fan of the reboot that came out a few years ago. I liked it a lot. Thought it was a really fun game.
Nice.
And you know, it was nice to have a game that focused on single player combat.
Cool, yeah.
Everything's got to have multiplayer stuff shoehorned into it.
Yeah, it sucks.
Now.
Hey guys, if you hate this always online game companies pushing multiplayer and all this anti-consumer shit, you might have a problem with capitalism. I'm just saying, why do you think companies are pushing loot boxes and always online DRM and all that shit? And why single player games are dying in this current gaming climate? It's fucking capitalism. I shouldn't have to explain this, but it seems like they always call it corporate greed. They always say, "Oh, there's some good game companies, but it's the bad ones, it's the bad apples." No. Game companies are corporations, and any company, any corporation, any business, their bottom line has been and will always be to make money. And some are just more shameless about it than others, but go ahead. Explain to me why you enjoyed the last Doom game, but now, because I think this is about the female demon. I think there's like the game series' first ever female demon is in this Doom game. I remember seeing something about that on Twitter, and apparently that is what's going to convince this guy that this game is going to suck, even though he has no evidence to support that it'll suck because he enjoyed the last one. Just go ahead. Tell me why this game is going to suck for having a female demon in it.
So it was, as they say, a breath of fresh air. But, as always, things got to get a little cringy with some people. Sony, who's been no stranger to really weird kind of marketing and censorship lately, decided they would be a little cute.
Is that a reference to something? I assume I'm going to go ahead and take a wild guess that by Sony he means Naughty Dog, and by Naughty Dog he means The Last of Us 2 having lesbians in it. I'm going to assume that's probably what he's referencing, because that's usually what these types of reactionaries point to, like Naughty Dog games, which I believe are Sony exclusives, having like a lot of like positive representation in them, because Naughty Dog is like, to be fair, I know, fuck capitalism, fuck corporations, whatnot. Naughty Dog as a development team are pretty fucking progressive, so he's probably talking about that.
Make a couple of comments online, and they really just kind of ended up embarrassing themselves, which
I'm sure they're really shaking in their
shouldn't
boots.
surprise anyone. Sony's been pretty cringy lately. But let's look at this. So Sony decided...
Okay, dude. Okay, dude. Oh, do I... Oh. No. No. Really? Really? Okay, so for those that are unaware, One Angry Gamer is actually a Nazi. and I'm not going full SJW saying this here, he's literally made articles where he calls, like, black women or like mixed children half-breeds and talks about the degenerate homosexual agenda and the influence of the Jews affecting the gaming industry. This guy is a unabashedly proud open Nazi. One Angry Gamer is a literal Nazi. And this is the guy that we're citing here. Oh god. Okay. Okay. Oh, no.
We're going to celebrate. Doom Eternal's coming. What can we do to get everyone riled up and excited? What's the best way to do that?
By the way, he's getting this angry over a tweet. This is the tweet right here. Meet Whiplash, introduced in Doom Eternal. This slithering, chain-lashing foe is the series' first female demon. Hits PS4 March 20. Like, I get it. Corporations fucking suck. Sony is fucking evil. Sony is the reason why Vosh can't stream right now on YouTube, by the way. Sony fucking evil. Like, responsible for copyright striking a shit ton of YouTube channels. Fuck Sony and everything. But imagine, like, there might be an issue if the only time that you get upset about corporations and their advertising and their advertising methods is when it has even the slightest positive outcome. It's funny. It really is funny. It's hilarious how people, like, reactionaries don't care about advertising. They're super pro free market, pro corporation and all that, until that corporation decides to make an ad with trans people in it. You know, they love Gillette until Gillette does something they consider to be woke. It's interesting how they do that, huh? Very interesting. But just reminder, he's getting this upset over a tweet. A tweet.
Well, there's some good old-fashioned virtue signaling. So they put this tweet out. Meet Whiplash. Introduced in Doom Eternal, this slithering, chain-lashing foe is the series' first female demon.
I'm cringing.
It's PS4 March 20th. So yeah, what better way to get people excited and revved up than to point out that the game is going to have its first female demon? I'm sure everyone's going to be excited because that's what people care about, the gender of demons.
I don't care, he screams and yells over a tweet. Nobody cares, he yells. This is always their argument. Oh, who cares about the gender of the demons you're fighting in a game? He yells angrily.
In a video game. But here's the thing that's really funny. It's not the first demon. There's actually been a bunch of female demons in Doom.
Has there been?
And they are getting destroyed in the comments because of that. And I find that so beautiful and spectacular because what did PlayStation want to do here? What was the goal with this? The goal
is to make more money. No one will deny this. The goal of any corporation is to make more money. Sometimes they use progressive ideas as advertisement to make more money. This is like one of the few situations where, like, predatory advertising from corporations actually has, like, a positive effect, by the way. And of course they always get angry about it.
This was the virtue signal so that they could get Kotaku and Polygon and all of these woke outlets to praise this and bring it up. Yeah,
Comrade
Doom Eternal.
Gave Johanna_Hospice a tier 1 subscription.
Don't mind me, just Mayo-citing these white names off of this chat. Thank you. Thank you, Comrade Courtney. You've probably been the number one exterminator of the degenerate whiteness, the degenerate white names in my chat over the time. So thank you so much for helping defeat this degeneracy in my website chat. This is really depressing to me because this guy isn't anti-capitalist. or anti-corporation. He's not. If I look at this guy's YouTube videos, it is guaranteed that all of this guy's content is just shitting on every single instance of game or of any corporation, including some like positive representation, women, LGBT, black people, whatever, in their games. That's always what this is. They only ever attack that. They don't attack, say, I don't know, the overworking of Epic Games employees. They don't talk about, he's a comic skater. Of course he is. He's a comic skater. And I guarantee he's a gamer gator. The dude just hates women. These people are reactionaries. They hate any form of progressiveness in games. If they were against the exploitation of workers in the gaming industry, if they were against basically anything, any of the shady shit that these corporations do to try to make money, he'd be talking about it. But no, they never do. Maybe they throw in a few of those, a few videos about loot boxes or fucking overpriced, microtransaction games. But it's always, if you look at these people's resumes, it's always them bitching about representation in games. They only hate corporations advertising when it involves something woke. That's the only time you'll see them complain.
Gonna have a yes slay clean Damon. They're gonna have a female Damon, the first one. Too bad they're wrong. Dead wrong. And they got tore up for it. So people are just ripping them apart in the comments, which is a beautiful thing because this does not sell games. And what I'm really concerned about...
Here it is. Here's the nobody cares, this doesn't sell games thing. The Quartering likes to say this too. Thank you, Big Dick. Well, there's the notification.
Big Dick Wilson gave Myra Ostro a tier 1 subscription.
Thank you, Big Dick Wilson, joining Comrade Courtney and Mayo Side. Thank you for helping to Mayo Side all these white names. I really appreciate it. The degeneracy is every donation, every sub and every gifted sub is one step closer to defeating the degeneracy of white names. I appreciate it. This is the thing. Nobody cares, he screams. Jesus Christ. How do I respond to this is the thing. Like, there's no way for me to respond to this. They always like to say, go woke, go broke, too. Oh, they love to say this. They fucking love to say, go woke, go broke. And then, when they don't go broke, you never hear them bring it up again, right? You never hear them bring it up. They've been saying, what, like, for example, go woke, go broke on the Avengers Endgame. They said that because of the scene with all the female superheroes and then the gay character that they threw in for like 5 seconds during the beginning of the movie. They say, oh, go woke, go broke. Second, the movie ends up being the number one grossing movie in history. Y'all hear something? Nothing. Their mouths are fucking shut. They'll never talk about it. They never bring it up again. But guess what? They'll say it about Captain Marvel. They say, yeah, Captain Marvel going woke, gonna go broke. Captain Marvel makes $1 billion. Y'all hear something? But God forbid any movie that goes woke by their logic that doesn't go well, you better believe they're blaming the wokeness of the movie. You better fucking believe they're blaming the movie going woke. What was that one, like, Christmas movie they thought, like, was like feminist propaganda that they, like, read about for months straight that just didn't end up doing well because it wasn't advertised much and didn't seem to have very good writing because it was a fucking horror movie being released around Christmas. It was just sort of like a fucking, like, another, like, dime a dozen horror movie based around... Like, come on, let's be real now. Horror movies nowadays don't do too well unless it ends up being something fucking great. Like, Midsummer or something like that. Usually, unless it's something special, horror movies don't do well. But of course, you know, it's not because it was a horror movie, like another dime a dozen horror movie being released around Christmas. It's because it was feminist or something. Or what about... I love horror movies too, but let's be real here. They're a dime a dozen nowadays, unless there's, like, a good one, right? Midsummer is a good one. That one did well. What was the other one? It was made by the same people who made Midsummer as well. I don't know. Parasite is a thriller. Hereditary. Yeah, Hereditary. That's what I'm thinking of. Unless it's like a really big one, they usually don't do well. Horror movies usually don't do great in the box office. But you better believe that if they have, if there's an instance of wokeness that they could point to, they will blame everything on that. The female Ghostbusters movie being bad or not doing well, they blame it on the wokeness. But if it does well, you'll never hear them talk about it again. You'll never hear them talk about it. Charlie's Angels, that's one. You'll never hear them talk about it. Not once.
Is the future of PlayStation. PlayStation has so many really cool first-party games. And, you know, when you look at the things they've done with...
Oh my god, Emily, you're saying something very stupid here. Literally everything you're saying about horror movie profits is wrong. I'm literally telling you right now, a lot of horror movies, like, it's usually 1 in 10 horror movies actually does somewhat well. Like, horror movies nowadays are a dime a fucking dozen.
Xander, keep spreading those beautiful trans rights.
Thank you, thanks so, Mama, for the $5. I really appreciate it, and I'll keep doing that. Emily, I want you to look at, like, the amount of horror movies that have released this year in America. I guarantee most of them have done not great in the box office, except for a few. There's a reason why most of them don't really go down. There are a lot of them because they make money. Really? I feel like none of them even, like, go down as memorable. Like, Midsummer and Hereditary are the ones that I can think of off the top of my head. Either way, this is completely, like, unrelated to my point. My point is that if there is an example of a movie or a game or any form of media that does badly and it has any instance of what they call being woke in it, they'll point to that as the reason for going badly. But if it does well, like, they'll talk about how they're going to go woke, go broke before it comes out. But once it comes out and it does well, they'll never talk about it again. Horror sells tickets whether it's good or not? Really? Maybe I'm just like, I just don't watch movies anymore. I don't watch a movie unless it's so good that I hear about it, like, online. Like, Parasite, I watched it because it did well, and, like, I heard about it online and whatnot. Same goes for Sonic as well. I watched Sonic recently, too. Parasite was really good, by the way. Holy shit. I actually should cover that video by the... what's his name? That one dude that was ranting about how Parasite shouldn't have gotten Best Foreign Film and Best Film. That was pretty funny. I want to cover that. No spoilers, not spoiling it. I don't know. It's, oh boy.
Ship lately, it's concerning to me on the future of Sony PlayStation, because remember, they moved all of their headquarters for the...
I think they're gonna be okay. Listen, between you and me, I think Sony is gonna be okay. I think they're doing all right.
The entertainment brand, for the entertainment division for Sony to California. So they are in the nest of the devil. And
what? Was that an unironic California joke that we just got there? They moved their headquarters to California, so now they're in the nest of the devil because California is woke, you know. You could make a nest of the devil joke involving the wildfires and whatnot, but they mean that California is very progressive. It's a very progressive place. Okay. All right.
And I'm concerned about the future. I think Xbox, if you want to talk about console wars, I think Xbox has got a strong chance of taking it back.
Really? Listen, I don't give a shit about consoles. I'm a PC master race boy here. I don't know about you guys, but there is nothing I love more than ordering some computer parts online, having them come in the mail, opening up that box and taking a big whiff of that new computer case smell or a new graphics card smell. Oh, baby, the smell of a brand new graphics card is fucking great. There is nothing I love better than just building my own PC, booting that fucker up, and installing some games. I'm a PC master race boy, okay? But I will tell you right now, PlayStation is better than Xbox. And I believe they're objectively doing better in terms of, like, units sold and sales at the moment, right? They're doing better right now, right? Somebody said, Yeah, I don't think like. Oh wait. No, PC is absolutely, or no, not PC. PlayStation has absolutely been doing better lately. Didn't PlayStation? They had God of War in 2018, which was fucking huge. Then they had Spider-Man, which did fucking great. This year they have The Last of Us 2 coming. PlayStation is fucking crushing it over Xbox. Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, they're not on the same level as PC. No console is, but PlayStation is blowing it the fuck out of the water. What does Xbox have coming soon? What the fuck does Xbox have coming soon that people are excited about? Is there anything? I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now, which is probably a telling sign. They don't have Bloodborne. Bloodborne is also a Sony exclusive. The only thing I feel like Microsoft has going on right now is their cross-platform with PC, and that's it. That's really all they have going on right now. So I don't think... I think PlayStation is going to be doing fine. Or Sony, I should say.
Because they're not getting as woke. They're, I mean, kind of. The way they're running their online community is concerning. But anyway... let's look at some of this. So, as you can see, Sony attempted to claim Whiplash was the first female demon in series history. And not even Reddit was buying this malarkey, for there are a few...
Give me a moment. I'm sorry. I had to, guys. I fucking had to, alright? I had to do it to you. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Every time I hear the word malarkey, this is what I hear. Alright, continue.
Few simple issues with the argument. Firstly, and most importantly, Doom 2016 had two female demons, the Summoner and the Spider Mastermind. And there's two of them right there. So whoever posted...
Wait, how do we know? Maybe they justify it and in reality, like, Sony fucked up with their advertising, in which case, who gives a fuck? I mean, this demon does appear kind of feminine. I don't know if this one is. Maybe it, like, shits out babies, so people assumed it's a female demon. But, who cares? Zephyr with the $5 says PlayStation is already starting to cross-party with PC as well as Final Fantasy XIV being a main example of that. Oh, nice. Apparently, Sony is, or PlayStation is getting the leg up there as well. Thank you for the $5, by the way, Zephyr. I really appreciate it.
Posted that. That was a mistake. But, you know, do these even look like... Well, the Summoner kind of looks like a female, I guess.
Even he's second-guessing it.
Hips, I guess. But this thing, I don't even know what the thing on the bottom... It looks like a big brain with crab arms, but okay. So they continue to point out some...
A fact by any intrepid researcher can confirm on any adult picture website, not that I've done so repeatedly, mind you, but I've heard it's true. Speaking of adult content, even in the modding scene, there's been H-Doom, which has turned every demon into monster girl with animated sex scenes. Alrighty then. Thus removing any question whether or not there has been female content throughout the series. Wait, did this guy just say that the Whiplash demon can't be, or whatever it's called, can't be the first female demon because there was a community-made mod that made it so you could fuck the demons in Doom 2016? Is that what we just got? Is that what I just read? Is that what I just fucking read? Oh,
stuff in here, like the fact that the mother demon was in Doom 64 and so on and so on. You got this guy here. Did I forget about these? We come down here pointing out that Sony will probably say that Ellie is the first female protagonist when The Last of Us 2 comes out. This person here ripping into him, setting aside the idiocy of none of the demons have visible genitalia. So if you hadn't said this, there's actually no...
Both genders, lil W. What? Wait, what are you guys talking about? Listen, when I hear this guy's voice, it makes my fucking eyes roll so far in the back of my head I can't even fucking read. Oh, God.
Canon reason that demons aren't both genders. This is also false because the flying heads in Doom 3 definitely include females. Got this person here that says exactly what I said at the beginning of the video, that, let's be honest, this tweet was for one reason, to get the Kotakus and the Mary Sues of blow.
So, this is actually the most frustrating part here, because it's true. There is actually a degree of this is true. The reason why PlayStation tweeted this out was to do a fucking more female demon abominations kind of thing, you know? It's the pop feminism thing that they're doing to make money. The issue here isn't progressivism, though. Also, who the fuck cares? The issue isn't progressivism here, though. It's capitalism. It's corporations that are trying to engage in predatory targeted advertising in order to make more money. The issue here is capitalism, not the progressivism. This is how I know. This is how I know that these people just hate women. Because if they had an issue with this, they wouldn't have an issue with the fucking femme demons, the fucking female demon abominations in the game. They would have an issue with capitalism. Yes, sex sells. It does.
Logland to write Yes Slay Queen articles, which the rest of us will laugh at. And don't be surprised if one of those pops up. It'd be really fun to roast that. Down here, mortally challenged bigot. Damn, demons are so progressive. And so on and so on. So they're getting absolutely ripped up over this, which I think is really great. They should be.
I'm sure they're shaking in their boots, my friend. Sony is just pissing and shitting and coming themselves right now.
What a stupid way to sell a game. It's got a female demon. Oh, you're going to sell about -2 copies with that kind of marketing.
I promise you, this game is going to do fucking fantastic. Is he actually making the argument that gamers are going to see this and just not buy the game because of it? Like, Doom 2016 fucking sold like crazy. Let's be real here. The game's going to do great, and we're not going to hear about this controversy ever again. Do you want to know a good example of this? Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 had a black guy on the cover, and everyone, all the anti-SJWs were freaking the fuck out up until the release of Battlefield 1, saying the game, the wokeness is going to ruin this game. It's going to, it's gonna fucking tank. The game's gonna be terrible. This is the end of the Battlefield franchise. They did it for Battlefield 1. The game came out. Everyone fucking loved it. If I didn't remind you guys of it, you wouldn't have even remembered that this was a controversy. Then it happened with Battlefield 5. The game came out, didn't do so great because people, because I think it came out the same year as a Call of Duty game that was based in World War II, and Call of Duty outsold it, and so it kind of overshadowed it. Ha! They went woke, they went broke. That's an example right there. If a game does badly and it goes woke, that they're going to claim that's why it went broke, even though it usually doesn't go broke and it still sells like millions and millions of copies, and there's like a guaranteed sequel, but Don't worry about that. Don't use your brain with these people.
We just saw this recently with Birds of Prey, which was absolutely a hilarious failure because of the marketing that they used for that movie.
Are we unironically going to get a based red-pilled Sonic defeated the feminist blue-pilled Birds of Prey? Oh no. Hold on. We're about to get a, this right here, chat. This is the face. This is the face. This is... This is the face of based anti-feminism right here. This is it. This is I need the old design, like the old cut of the movie with the old design of Sonic, of him doing this scene. It'll look like a child wearing a fucking furry costume flossing. I need to see it. We truly are in the dankest timeline. Oh god, dude. Oh boy. I think we've seen enough, actually. Jesus Christ. Also, look how fucking sweaty my back is. Holy shit, I need an AC. Oh my god, I can't wait to move to California to get away from this grueling lack of AC. These people have been doing the same shit for years now. Anytime even something somewhat progressive happens in a game or a movie or something, they get fucking mauled about it. My AC is right here, but I'd have to fill it with ice and then, like, turn it on and it's loud, but Jesus Christ. Oh, these people are a fucking joke. Kill me in Minecraft.